Hello, mighty companions. This is Earl Purdy.
Anna Kujawa.
And we are here to do A Course in Miracles. And we are here to share the Course in Miracles from our heart and from our soul and from our love. And also to challenge all of us to look at things completely different.
Absolutely.
From the way that we've been taught and programmed to look at it. And the section from A Course in Miracles that Anna and I want to cover is called The Attainment of the Real World. The Attainment of the Real World. Chapter 13.
Section 7.
Section 7 in the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles. The Attainment of the Real World. So I'm going to do a paragraph. We're going to say what we heard. And then Anna's going to do a paragraph and we're going to say what we heard. And we're just going to go as far as we go.
And our goal is to use these ideas with each other and on ourselves, with you, in front of you.
Right.
That's our goal.
Absolutely.
Is that, that this is what it looks like when two people are trying to apply these ideas to themselves and to their relationship.
Absolutely.
To everything else.
So the first paragraph says, sit quietly. Okay.
Okay.
And look upon the world you see. So sit quietly and look at everything around you. And tell yourself, notice it didn't say ask yourself. Tell yourself, the real world is not like this. The real world is not like this. That means the real world has no buildings or physical rooms. And there are no streets in the real world. And streets where people walk alone in the real world and separate. So in the real world, it's not like anything we see.
Right.
There are no stores, no Targets or Targets. That's right. Now, I could handle it until I realized that the real world didn't have any Targets.
I know.
That now,
you lost me there.
You lost me there. With
you
no
had me
malls.
for a half a paragraph.
Yeah, you had me for a minute.
No malls.
That's right. Well, there are no stores where people, I love how it says, there are no stores where people buy an endless list of things they do not need.
Oh, let me check my list of things I do not need.
The real world is not lit by artificial light, and night doesn't come upon the real world. There is no nighttime in the real world. There is no nighttime, no street lamps, no light bulbs. No targets, no fluorescent lights.
List.
There's not a ton of people walking down the street separate and alone. No buildings. There is no day that brightens and grows dim. In the real world, there is no loss, and nothing is there in the real world but shines and shines forever.
Okay, all right. So what I heard there is that that the world that we're looking upon, people walk alone, stores, night and day, light that dims, people walking around, going to malls and stores, buying an endless list of things they don't really need. That is not what the real world is. So that is not the real world. So don't take it personal. Don't be afraid of it. Just know what it is.
Yes.
Just know what it is you're looking at. If you know what it is you're looking at, then there's no reason to be afraid of it. No reason to be offended by it. This is not the real world.
This is not the real world. And also, don't forget that we were told, to just sit quietly and tell ourselves this. It didn't say you were going to necessarily believe it or accept it or welcome it. Remember, you need not believe these ideas. You need not accept these ideas. You need not accept these ideas. We can count on certain things occurring at all times.
Indeed.
When we focus in on the truth. We can count on it. Okay, so we are being asked to just tell ourselves these things.
Yes.
Not analyze this.
Right.
Not necessarily believe it and accept it as true.
Right.
Just tell yourself.
That's right.
Okay.
And the instructions here are to look at the world that is familiar to you and tell yourself something different about the world you see.
Exactly.
Tell yourself something different about
Exactly.
it. This is not the real world.
That's
In the
exactly.
real world, it's not like this. So, no reason to be afraid of it, offended by it. Just tell yourself the truth about it. That's the instructions.
And one day you're going to see it as the greatest, most wonderful news that you could possibly hear.
Absolutely. I don't want this to be the real world. If this is as good as it gets, if this is reality, then God must be insane.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. All right.
So what a relief that this is not the real world. Okay. So then it says, the world you see must be denied, because sight of the world you see is costing you a different kind of vision. The world you see.
The world that
world
I see. The one that I'm looking at right now.
Which it just described.
Yeah. In case you think this is abstract.
Fake lights, lots of stores.
The world you see.
The world you see has got to be denied, because you seeing the world you see is costing you a different kind of vision. Okay, so what's the goal here? The reward, a different kind of vision. Then it says, you cannot see both worlds. Why? Because each of these worlds involves a different kind of seeing, and each kind of world that you see depends on what you cherish. So the different kinds of worlds you see what kind of world you see depends on what you cherish. The sight of one world is possible because you've denied the other kind of world. Both kinds of world, both visions of a world are not true, yet either kind of world will seem as real to you as the amount to which you hold that kind of world dear. And yet the power of each kind of world is not the same, because their real attraction to you is unequal.
Okay.
So what'd you hear in that?
Well, I heard myself being told that I've got to deny, choose not to know. The Course says to deny is to not know.
That's right.
Okay, so I have to choose not to know the world that I'm looking at.
Right.
Because focusing on the world that's full of the separation is keeping me from seeing another world.
Right.
And that other world is also not the ultimate reality.
Yes.
But one of them is going to be more attractive to me than the other one. This may not be the ultimate reality, but this other way of seeing the world is going to be much more attractive to me than the one of separation that I see. That's what I heard.
Beautiful. And would you like to see another kind of world?
And he says it depends on which one I cherish the most.
Exactly.
That's important for me to remember too. That's huge.
Are you saying the world I see depends on what kind of seeing I use, what I want to see?
The world I see is the world I cherish.
Yes.
The world you see is the world you are cherishing.
So if you don't like the world you see, then the change occurs when you go, I'm seeing this world I don't like because this is what I cherish. This is what I wanted. That's what the change of mind starts with, taking responsibility for the world you see.
Another realization that came to me was that most people complain about the world.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're complaining about the world, which means at some level you're not cherishing it, then you're in the optimum position to choose the real world.
All right, complainers.
Yeah, so all complainers
and
everybody that doesn't like the world that you're looking at, then that means it should be easier for you than anybody to deny it and be willing to look at another world.
That's right.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
That's a really nice way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's like the Holy Spirit, the right mind, is a genius at taking the way we already see things and using it to our advantage.
Exactly. Taking the way we already see things to show us that we don't understand what we see.
That's right.
And so, beautiful. So would you like to see a different kind of world?
And it would be easier to see the other world because we were also told that you will be more attracted to it.
Yes, exactly.
And that'll make it easier
Exactly. No matter how much you think you want and defend the world as you see it now, its attraction to you doesn't have anything on the kind of attraction the other world will have for you. Once you see the other world, you'll never be willing to let it fade from your sight completely again. That's good to know.
That's good to know.
Yeah, even just getting a glimpse.
So, we on chapter 13, section 7, paragraph 3, in the Foundation for Peace, Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles. Then it says, you do not really want the world you see. Do you know why? Well, because it's disappointed you since time began.
Yep.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, the homes you built have never sheltered you.
Nope.
The roads you have made have led you nowhere. And no city that you built has withstood the crumbling assault of time. Nothing you made but has the mark of death upon it. I know it sounds positive.
But have a nice day.
So what do you do?
Yeah, what
Hold
do you do?
it not. Check it out. Hold it not, dear.
Dear. Don't hold it.
I have this
Don't hold it, dear.
I have this personal theory that there's a way to read the Course where the inflections will give you an entirely different perspective. Just like that.
Indeed.
Hold it not, dear.
Right, exactly.
And hold it not, dear.
Don't hold it dear.
Yeah.
Don't defend your perception of this place, especially if it hasn't made you feel safe and happy.
For it is old.
Yeah.
And tired.
Yeah.
And ready to return to dust,
Yeah.
even as you made it.
Yeah.
This, have you ever had an aching back?
Yeah.
This is saying, this aching world.
Oh, my aching world.
Oh, my aching world.
Oh, it's so old. And how's your world? It's old and aching and ready to return to the dust from which it came. How about you?
And it doesn't have the power to trust the living world at all.
I love it.
You couldn't give your world that aches the power to touch the living world of love. So although you turn in sadness away from the world you've made, you cannot find in the world you made the world you see of separation and streets. You cannot find in it the road that leads away from the world into another world of love. So for me, that was great, because he's telling me don't even look for the road of love in the aching world.
Yes. What's an aching world? It's a world or a life that hasn't satisfied you. You've sought shelter with it and you didn't feel sheltered. You've sought safety in it and you didn't feel safe. You sought for love in it, you didn't find love. And what I hear is that the Course in Miracles is asking us to tell the truth.
That's what I was thinking. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Once, look upon the world and tell the truth about what you see. And the truth about the world, no matter how much you want, but it has beautiful mountains, it has beautiful lakes, sunsets. Tell the truth about the world. This world has not sheltered you. Its buildings haven't sheltered you. The roads haven't led you anywhere. All the roads you drove on, you're still like, who am I? Where am I? Right? So tell the truth about it.
I'm driving on the roads of the world, not happy.
Yes.
I'm walking down the street. And I know it's not all the time.
Yes.
I know that if I tell you that you walk down the roads and you're not happy, it's going to bring up the part of your mind that wants to think of all the times.
What about the country roads?
The country. So always remember, the ego is the part of the mind that is opposite.
Yes.
So it's going to always go opposite to whatever is being said,
That's
expressed,
right.
seen, or heard.
Right.
So if I say this is an old aching world,
Yes.
you're going to think about everything you think you like about the world. That still has ultimately disappointed you in some way,
Yes.
because you don't have constant peace and joy.
Right.
So it doesn't always satisfy you, and that's all that we're being told is that
Tell the truth.
tell the truth.
Look at it honestly.
Look at it honestly.
Look at it honestly. Look at it honestly, and don't cherish your don't cherish it, just because you experience some beauty and some joy and some pleasure sometimes in the world. Don't hold on to it, and don't resist looking at it honestly. It hasn't sheltered me. It hasn't satisfied me. It hasn't made me happy. Okay?
Consistently.
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 And joy that doesn't last isn't real joy. That's just fear in a pleasurable form.
What makes A Course in Miracles different to me is that it speaks in terms of permanence,
Yes.
consistency,
What's
what's real, what doesn't end,
Right.
what expands but never ends.
Exactly.
So I have a definition of reality that I learned from the world that taught me temporary things were real.
Yes.
And the Course is telling me that's the
Yes.
definition of what's not real.
Right.
So when it talks about real,
Yes.
it's talking about permanent, eternal,
Right.
everlasting, forever.
Exactly.
And from that judgment, it's easier to tell the
Yes.
difference between what's real and what's not, which upsets us because then we
Yeah.
recognize
Right.
we're surrounded by things that are temporary.
Exactly. And it's not asking us to reject the world or deny the world or hate the world. It's just saying, just recognize it for what it is. If it doesn't last, then it's not real. And, and that there's another world that the Course calls the living world, where things don't end, they don't run out, they don't die, they don't disintegrate. There's another world that's living, all the time living. Now, sometimes living, sometimes dying, but always living. So there's another world that we could see, and this world is so beautiful and so powerful that the aching world, my unsatisfying world, doesn't have the power to touch that living world that's here at all. I love hearing these. Mean there's another world that I can touch into that's been around me the whole time, that I can experience just as easily as I'm experiencing an old, aching, unsatisfying world. That's good news. That is good news.
And it's said that the world that is not the real world has the mark of death upon it, which means that there's a world that there seems to be death, but there's another world that is the living world.
There's no death.
That there's no death.
Right.
But you have to introduce that, Earl. You have to introduce that idea to your mind.
Yes.
That's why he said, tell yourself.
Yes, exactly. It just said, tell yourself.
Tell
It didn't say anything else. It didn't say believe it.
Yeah.
It didn't say welcome it. It didn't say rejoice over it. It just said tell yourself.
Tell yourself.
Just telling yourself something different about what you see now transforms what you see now. Enables you to have a vision of a different kind of world that was here all the while. I love that there is the real living world that we have access to anytime. I love that. A world where nothing dies. Love doesn't die. You don't die. Those you love don't die. Your pets don't die.
Oh, your pets don't die. Now,
I'm going to go then.
Yeah, now we got a gang of people that want to go. Because I don't know about you, but most of the people I know seem to love their pets more than people. It just looks that way.
Way much more unconditional love for our pets.
Yeah, it just seems that way. I don't have any
and our pets
pets
have more unconditional love for us than our partners.
Yeah, so that's the way we need to be talking about going to the pet world.
Exactly.
I guess that would get everybody.
Yeah, we're just trying to catch up to our pets.
Just trying to catch up
That's
with our
pretty sad.
pets. That's pretty sad. Oh, that is a call for love.
It's a call for love. I'm just trying to be able to love as much as my dog does.
I want to get to dog level of love.
Yes, please.
That's what I'm working on. baby, I want to love you as much as I love my dog.
Dang.
Now you know
Wow.
you into something real then.
Yeah.
That's how you know you gonna get that man. Ask him if he love you as much as he love his dog. Then you know you getting there. You
Exactly.
in the
When
right
you love
direction.
me as unconditionally as my dog does.
Yeah. Now
We'll go out.
Yeah, maybe we'll go out. Maybe we'll check out each other, right? You know, because I've noticed that people that I've gone out with have actually trusted me more and warmed up to me more if their pets did.
See?
You know,
yeah.
yeah. If the person's cat will climb up on
yes,
me,
right.
they immediately feel
Yes.
better about me. If their dog
right.
will let me pet them, then they feel better
That's
about
because
me.
their pet has more correct perception than they do.
So, you know, there's a word to the
Yes.
wise. You know.
My daughter has a sign on her door that says, "Dogs welcome, people tolerated."
I love that. Dogs welcome, people tolerate. I love it. So let's see what's
All right.
next, shall we?
Okay. So, all right.
Paragraph 4.
Am I reading that or
I
you
think
reading
it's
that?
me.
Okay.
Yet the real world has the power to touch you even here, and that don't make the real world part of the Me Too movement. Okay, it's like
touched me.
I know the word real world touch, but it's gonna touch you with love and respect and honor.
all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the real world has the power to touch you even here.
Yes.
It's the unreal world that touches you inappropriately.
Yeah.
The real world
Yes.
touches you with love.
Yes.
So, yet the real world has the power to touch you even here because you
Yeah.
love it. And what you call with love will come to you.
Come, real love.
Yeah, if
real
I'm
world.
asking for real love
Come,
in
real
my
world.
life, it didn't say I was going to have to go out and get it.
Right.
It said real
Call
love
to it.
will if I just call
Call
to it,
to it.
it will come to me.
Yes.
Love always answers.
Yeah.
Being unable to deny a call for help
Oh.
or not to hear the cries of pain that rise to love from every part of this strange world you made
Yes.
but do not want. This is a strange world
Yes.
you're looking at
That's crying and pain all the time.
that you made
Yeah.
but you don't want.
Yep. That pretty much describes it.
Everything, all that you need to give this world away in glad exchange for what you didn't make. All that you need to give this world away in glad exchange for what you did not make is, if you want this real world, all it requires is willingness to learn that the world you made is false.
So the theme.
Hear that now. The only thing that's being required of me and you and Anna is a willingness to learn. The world of fear and separation and death that's disappointed you
Yes.
since time
Hasn't
began,
sheltered you.
and that hasn't constantly sheltered you with love.
You
Just be willing to learn it is false. That's not a ridiculous requirement.
That's not a ridiculous amount of effort.
That's not
the only
requiring
effort.
a lot.
It's the only effort. And for that tiny bit of effort of being willing to learn.
Willing.
That's all it says.
It says willing to learn.
That's not that much effort.
Are you willing to learn that fear is false?
Yes. And the world, the fearful, scary world you made is false. Are you willing to learn that the scary, fearful world where death seems to rule is false? Because if you are willing, then you could exchange the fearful world for the real world, the living world. Okay, all I have to do is be willing to learn the one I made is false, to receive the real world, the living world, where there is no loss, no death. Okay, all right. And that's the same as saying that all I have to do is call to the real world, the living world. I have to call it with love. I don't have to go out and find it.
And then we were told that love answers always.
Yeah.
That it's unable to deny your call for help. Think about that. If someone really loved you, they would not be able to not help.
When you called them in love. Right. And so the goal here is for us to be calling to love. So instead of trying to go look for love, find some love, or get some love, or keep some love, Course in Miracles just saying if you just call to love, then it can't say no.
Love can't say. I was in my class that I did last week. There was a line in there that said that you would not be able to control your joyous response to the call of love, and that you would throw the world of fear that you are in away and leap into heaven, which is leap into love.
That's right.
And so I take that to mean it's not possible for you to really control yourself if you were really experiencing love, that you couldn't control your response to someone that love was truly coming through them.
That's right. And love can't control its joyous response to you when you call to love. So now what we're being taught to do, instead of go to other humans and go, take care of my needs, then we're supposed to say, hey, love, here's my needs. Love, help me, love.
Help me,
love. I need help. So we call to love, not take our needs to other humans. And so now when you call to love, you can't but be answered. When you go to humans, you there's a chance you're not there's a chance you're going to slam the door in your face.
You think it's a chance that you could ask for love from people and it not be answered?
Honey, they'll slam they'll get a restraining order on you.
It's funny. But yet he says the real world, the loving world, has the power to touch you even here.
If you call to it.
Because you love it.
Right.
Because you love it.
I love the real world.
And to love is to free. He says love is freedom. Mm-hmm. So freedom always answers. Yes. Freedom always answers your call for help. Freedom will call the real world to you. The real world has the power to touch you even here because you free it. Yeah. You love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have to remember, because in this unreal world, people associate love with limitations so much that I have to continually remind myself, love is freedom. Yes. And freedom is of the mind. Yes. A mind that's free of guilt. Its freedom is not of the body. Yes. Because the body is a limit. It has form, it has structure, it has dimension. Dies. It doesn't expand except when you eat too much.
And in all the wrong places, let me tell you.
So freedom is beyond your concept of yourself as a body. Yes. Okay?
And when you call to love, it frees you of all the things you think limit you. That's what love does. It says, oh, thanks for calling. All right, now let me show you. You're not limited by money. You're not limited by time. You're not limited by your body. You're not limited by your fear. You're not limited by anything. You're not limited. It frees you from the belief that you're limited by the things that you're upset about. That's what we're upset about. I think this thing has the power to limit me. And love shows you're really free from that.
I think you have the power to limit me. And then love shows me, no one has the power to truly limit you.
That's right.
Even if someone imprisoned your body, they can't imprison your mind. That's what you are is beyond form. It's beyond limits. Yes. The real world is alive. It doesn't have the mark of death upon it.
Exactly. Okay. And when you call to the real world with love, it can't help but answer you. I love that.
I do too. So with the Course in Miracles, at least in my perception, it isn't anymore so much how much you cover of it so fast. It constantly says, read me slowly, do me slowly.
Yes.
It's more important for us to remember, for instance, if you only remembered that the only thing required for the real world of love and to experience it is the willingness to learn that the one you made is false, then you're way ahead of the game just with that one remembrance. That's just that one.
That's right.
You know, so just pick out, you know, when you hear something that really resonates, you know, hang on to that idea. That's the thought.
Yes.
That's
and
the thought.
if you really want to remember it, use it in that moment.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Now you've gone.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. I knew you were going to go too far.
So sorry.
You said use
That's
it.
why they call me the truth bitch.
You said apply it.
In the moment.
We're supposed to analyze it. We're supposed to now sit around and break it down and analyze it and try to fit it into all the other things that we've learned. That's what do you mean?
Use it in the moment.
Use it in the moment.
While
We're
you're
supposed to
reading.
like try to find holes in the credibility of this. You know. Okay, Anna. All right.
And then try to get everybody else to use it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely.
Yes, right.
Can I get my husband to practice the chorus?
Exactly.
I get my boyfriend to practice the chorus because he needs it.
He's the one who needs it.
He's the one who needs it.
And he does.
Yeah, and
but
he
you
does,
do too,
and
because
you
hey,
do
you
too.
with him.
And he does,
Yeah.
and you do too.
Because you're with him. So.
Yes, I know. Okay. One of those truths we don't like to sometimes deal with metaphysically is your partner and you are really the same.
Of course, the miracle says if you're together, you have reached an equal learning level.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
The teaching learning balance is balanced.
It's right. It's
balanced.
actually the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's getting out of some denial.
That's
All
truly getting out of the Oh, God. Sometimes the only thing that makes me feel good about myself is I think I'm better than you.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how I feel special.
Yes.
By God, don't
God
say we're
didn't
the
make
same.
me special.
Ah, goodness. Okay.
All right. So, so you have been wrong about the world you see because you have misjudged yourself.
I'm wrong about the world I'm looking at because I'm not judging myself correctly. I'm not seeing myself correctly.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm wrong about the situation or relationship that I'm seeing because I have misjudged myself.
Okay.
Okay. From such a twisted reference point where I misjudged myself, what else could I see? All vision starts with the perceiver, that's me, who judges what is true and what is false.
So a perceiver is someone who is constantly judging what's real and what's not,
Yes,
what's
right.
true and what's not.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And what you judge false, you don't see. You're judging what's false or what's true, and what you judge is false, you just don't see. You who would judge reality, in other words, cannot see reality. You judge reality, you're not going to see it. For whenever judgment enters, reality has slipped away. Oh, what does that mean? That means that out of mind is out of sight.
Whenever judgment enters, reality has slipped away.
And what is judgment? Where I am judging what's real and what's false. Reality slips away. The out of mind is out of sight because what is denied is there, but it's not recognized. So the real you, the unlimited real you, is still there. So is the real world, although you do not know the real you, even though the real you is still there. The being of your real you, your real self, doesn't depend on your recognition. Hallelujah. Your real self.
My existence does not depend
Yes.
on me recognizing that I exist.
Hallelujah. Correct.
Thank goodness, because
Thank God.
if my being rested on my recognizing it in order for it to exist, then I
Yes.
wouldn't exist.
That's right.
Because I don't see myself generally the way that the Course
No.
sees me and my real self.
You don't see your real self.
I don't. My real
No.
self, according to this, is totally loving.
Yes.
Totally lovable,
free.
totally free.
Deathless.
Totally without judgment.
Timeless.
Timeless. So abundant.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. So he's saying just because you don't recognize that doesn't mean it's not there.
And yet, just because you don't recognize your real self is here right now, doesn't mean your real self ain't here right now. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
I'm glad that how cool I am is not dependent on my recognition of it.
That's
How
right.
loved I am is not dependent on my recognition. Okay.
Beautiful. Now, your real self lives within you. Where? In the quiet right now. In the quiet present. That's where your real self is and waits for you. So, and it says, and it's waiting for you in the quiet right now, waiting for you to leave the past behind and enter into the world your real self holds out to you in love. Dang.
And I love that. I love that. Enter into the world that is held out to me.
Yes.
Yes. Right back again. It isn't telling me I got to make it or get it. I have to. It's like me holding out my hand to you,
right.
And you have to be willing to grab it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm holding out this love, and you have to leave your past behind.
Yes.
Maybe the past that told you shouldn't hold my hand.
Yeah.
Or the past that says it's not safe to hold my hand. You got to leave your past behind.
Yes.
Which I'm going to give you a tip.
Okay.
Another term for past is gone. So how hard can it be to let go of what's already gone? He's asking us to let go of something that's not here. That's not difficult.
How can it be difficult to let go of what's
Earl,
gone?
Earl, let go of your $1 million. I can do that.
No problem.
I can do that.
Problem.
No problem.
No problem.
I can let it, but I'm willing to reach out to the million you're holding out to me.
Yes.
So I love how the Course is not ever asking me to do something that I can't do at the time it's asking me to do it.
That's right.
It's never asking us to do something we can't do right now.
And if something is asking you to do something you can't do right now, then it must be the ego.
It must be the ego.
And it's going to lead you nowhere.
Thank you.
Except to disappointment.
Thank you.
I love it. So your real self is, you can find your real self. You will find your real self when you enter the quiet present. And you'll find your real self is waiting for you there. It's already waiting for you there. But the only thing that you got to do in order to enter the real world your real self is holding out to you is you're gonna have to leave the past behind. You have to let
And it's already gone.
And
folks.
it's already gone.
So don't get pressed.
Yeah.
Don't feel like there's pressure
Oh my God,
here.
how do I let the world of the past go?
Yes.
How do I leave the world behind, the past behind?
It's
Just recognition.
It's a definition of past means gone.
Yeah.
It's not past unless it's past. So letting what's past be past is not hard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I have to let my childhood go. Well, my childhood has already let me go.
Yeah, that's right. It's a long time
It didn't have no problem.
That's right.
It practiced the truth.
On you.
On me.
No problem.
No problem. My childhood let me go.
Yes.
Now I need to let it go.
That's right.
And by recognizing it's already gone.
By recognizing.
Okay.
You can let your past go by recognizing it's gone.
I'd like to take a minute to say to you all that, like it's almost been 40 years. This year it'll be like 38 years that I've been studying the Course. And what I want to say to you is what's going to blow your mind sooner rather than later, because I've done that for you, so it doesn't take 38 years.
Thank you.
Yes. I just want to let people know that.
Thank you.
That's what we do.
Yes.
We're
saving time.
We save time for each other.
Yes.
Right? So I just want you to know that what you're going to find out more and more is that nothing, the true self, nothing the Holy Spirit, nothing that the divine God ever asked you to do in this book is not something you can do instantly.
Instantly.
If you choose to.
That's right.
It's never requesting anything that you can't do now, because it's always requesting some form of a change of mind.
And you know you can change your mind. You do it all day long.
Change your mind. Oh, I want to eat this. No, I think I want to eat that. Oh, I want to go to this movie. No, I think I changed my mind. I want to go downtown. Changing our minds should be the easiest thing.
It is.
That we could ever be asked to do, but we act like it's the hardest.
Exactly.
But it's not.
It's not. We do it all day long.
It's hard to change your mind when you don't want to change your mind. Then the Course says that what you're going to ultimately learn is that your mind cannot change.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
That it's always going to be mine.
Yes. Mind cannot be changed.
Yeah, that's deep.
Same thing as saying who you are can't be changed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you can also, if I can give you another tip, you're going to start lightening up about this, because you're going to realize that nothing you think about yourself that's not true can have any effect on you.
Yes.
So your negative thoughts really aren't having any effect on you.
Yes.
Your misperceptions of who you are, your sadness, your shame, your guilt, your anger is having zero effect on your true self.
Or your real life.
Or your real life in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
That it's talking about.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, so if you let yourself hear this, it will take so much pressure off you in your learning of this.
Yes.
You cannot do anything to change eternal love.
Yes.
I know that's hard to get, because we don't practice that in our fear-based mind.
That's right.
And so I know you may not have a lot of witnesses to that idea, but it doesn't make it not true.
That's right.
It doesn't make it not true. So don't let your ego make you focus on things you hear us say that can be used to depress you in any way, because your ego mind is going to go for anything we say.
That's right.
That can make you feel depressed, fearful, angry, or separate.
That's right.
I want you to hear what we just said. Love is unable to not answer your call for help.
Yes.
Your real self can never be affected by any fearful, negative ideas about you. We were just told that that all you have to do is leave what's already gone behind, and you can enter into a world that love is holding out to you. This is good news.
Yeah.
This is not bad news.
It's the best news.
It's kind of funny watching many times course students react to what it's saying as if it's giving it bad news.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah. It's like this book isn't saying giving you bad news, it's giving you good news.
That's right. Well, you see in that, the defense against the Course, you see that there's a part of our belief about ourselves called the ego that literally would rather die a miserable death in a miserable life than be wrong about the way it had seen the world.
Oh, you mean I wanted to be
and our relationships,
right more than I want to be happy.
Yeah. More than I wanted to experience my unlimited self, more than I wanted to experience the real world where I was free and no death, no lack, no loss. More than I wanted that, I wanted to keep the world because I wanted to be right about the way I saw it. That'd be the only reason I wouldn't go, the past is gone, thank you God.
Well, kiss my past. I got kicked in my past this week. I'm going to kick you in your past. If you don't get this together,
don't
kick
be
you
a
in
passhole.
That's right. Don't be a passhole.
Don't be a passhole. Because the past is a hole.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah,
and it goes nowhere.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, do you...
How are we doing on time?
So do you,
yeah.
So we
gotta wrap it up.
Okay, which is perfect. That's what I'm saying about the Course in Miracles. You could take one paragraph, and if you just got one paragraph and you worked it, it would still take you to the real world.
Yes.
And so we are so glad that you had a chance to join us in hearing the attainment of the real world. Yeah. And if you would like to see more of my videos and classes and get in touch with me, I do personal sessions also, and I do classes a lot. So go to my website. I'm just going to make it easy. Go to Earl Purdy, Purdy, earlpurdy.com if you'd like to have more information about me and what I do.
Yes, and I teach 2 Course in Miracles classes, one at the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center every Monday evening, 7 to 8:30. That's also live stream on Facebook, 7 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. I also do a Facebook live stream class on the complete and annotated addiction of A Course in Miracles. Every Wednesday evening on Facebook live stream, 7 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time also. And I also do personal sessions. I'm a holistic psychotherapist, and I do miracle psychotherapeutic sessions that I'm available for. And you go to my website, annakujawa.com, and learn about how to contact me for a session.
And that's a good point to make. I do Facebook live classes also. And I got 7 p.m. Mountain Time Facebook live class called The Way of Mastery on every Tuesday. And then on Thursdays, I do what I call Hardcore Course in Miracles at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And on Sundays, I do at 1 p.m. a Course in Miracles class at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And you just go to the Earl Purdy page on Facebook, and you don't have to be a Facebook member to watch the class when you go to the Facebook page. And you could also just simply go to facebook.com/Earl Purdy Live, and that way you can watch the live broadcast and have an awesome YouTube presence. So we're here.
Yeah, we're
here. And we're going to
here.
continue to do what we do together, and we love you.
Love you.
And appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
And remember, the only thing that's required for you to experience the real world of love is a willingness to learn that all your fears are false.
Yes.
That's it.
Amen. Thank you. May the Course be with you.
May the Course be with you.